Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my YouTube. Today is Saturday, November 18th, and I'm about to go rent a Corvette. Yes, I have an SL63 AMG, but it is my father-in-law's birthday, and we're going to celebrate by renting him his dream car, so that should be fun. This might be my first video on my YouTube channel, in which case I promise there's like a official first video coming where I'll introduce myself and what I'm doing here. But for now, enjoy some cool car footage from this Corvette rental off of Turo. Don't know why my brights are on. Good morning, everybody. Let's get this show on the road. My oil is cold.
What is Fuel Empire?
Fuel Empire is it's a website that I started back in 2006, I want to say, 2005, as like a place for people to create profiles for their cars and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
We had, you could upload your modifications to your car and people could rate your car and stuff like that. And I basically closed it down when I moved to California and we started Car Ninja. But I've still had the brand like around and on my mind and stuff like that. And then recently, I've been trying to come up with a name to use on social media. I was Spicy SL63 for a while. I was playing with the idea of Motor Bros, like motorboat, motorbros.tv, but I didn't really like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to Fuel Empire. It looks official and like it's pretty badass. So I rebranded it, put it on my car, and now I'm starting I'm gonna try to start a YouTube around it, which is why I've got a camera in here. Alright, so we are in the Corvette now. First time driving a C8 Corvette. I've been in it about 45 seconds, and my initial impression, I've been driving about 45 seconds. My initial impression is I'm not that big of a fan. I love the configuration. I love the engine in the back. That is something I've looked forward to with this car, but I'm initially a little disappointed with it's really tight in here. I'm a big dude, obviously. That's not going to be a problem if you're skinnier or smaller, but for me it's a tight fit. I had to do the true exotic sit down, where you turn sideways, you sit down, and then rotate your legs in. That's how you get in a low exotic car, whatever, even a sports car, whatever. I usually don't do that in my SL. I usually just lean back and slide over and plop my butt down. This one you actually have to sit and turn, which like kind of twists up your shirt. It's kind of annoying. The seatbelt is digging into my neck a little bit. That's not the worst of it. I like the technology so far. I haven't, I sat in the car for a minute before I got going, but the technology looks nice, and it seems like it's going to handle nicely. We'll see as the day goes on how I feel about driving it. But yeah, so far so good. It's a very long dashboard in front of me. It looks like 4 feet from my steering wheel to the front of the windshield. That's what it looks like. It's actually about 3 feet, yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll report back in a little bit. Okay. Not bad. Alright, so I've been driving through the city, down 192. If you've ever been on that road, it is traffic full. And we're just now getting onto the toll road to head up back to Mount Dora where I live. And it's been okay. The stereo in this thing, initially I didn't give it credit for anything, and actually I'm still playing right now. Hopefully that's not going to pick up a copyright strike. But I didn't give it a lot of credit at first, but it's actually got a pretty good sound system. The way that it was EQ'd, the mid was all the way down and the treble was all the way up, so it sounded very tinny and very hollow, like a Chevy. But after a little finessing with EQ, connecting Android Auto, it sounds pretty good. Now, the subs in this thing are pretty impressive, honestly. They rattle the doors a lot to the point where I'm concerned for the trim. I feel like if I played too much bass in here, I would rattle the rubber trim off of the door. But it also took me a while to realize, I mean, I knew this. I knew all the buttons are over here. I just forgot, and I've been going through the menu on the screen to try to change things like the air conditioning when I've got the buttons for that right here. So that's interesting. See my father-in-law on my SL. Anyways, all in all, not bad. I love the display in front of me. It is so crisp compared to my 2013 car. And yeah, Z mode changed things. I had it in track mode for a minute, and it was okay. Obviously, I'm not a race car driver. I like a nice balance of performance and features, which is why I am in an AMG instead of a raw sports car. I've considered a C7 Corvette just because I love the style of them. I'm not a big fan of the style of this car, but I love the configuration. So, you know, win some, lose some. I wish this one looked as good as the C7 does to me. A lot of people prefer this look. I like the front end. I can't stand the back end of this thing. It is so boxy and squared off. But the Z06 tends to fix that with its little bit wider hips. Gives it more of a rounded rear, which looks good on this car. And spoilers do wonders for this car as well. This one does not have a spoiler, but you know, win some, lose some, and like I said, it's a Toro rental, so my options were limited. Anyways, the seats are not comfortable for a big guy. They're bucket seats, and the bolsters are very prominent, so that's kind of an issue. But the performance obviously is top notch. It's really good. It feels very similar to the SL63. I mean, that's my benchmark. I'm sorry if I keep mentioning my car, but that's the car I drive every day, so it's my benchmark for this stuff. And it's a front engine, rear wheel drive sports car and sporty car. Actually, it is the true definition of a sports car, actually, aside from the fact that the top goes up. It's not a roadster, it's a sports car. 2-seater configuration. And yeah, it's a little bit different from this, but also very similar. I love the black on red. In the interior, the red accents look beautiful. I love this square steering wheel. It's smaller than I thought it would be, but that's okay. Like it gives me like the perfect driving grip. You know, the corners on here, just yeah. You don't want to drive with your hand on top. You feel like an idiot in this car if you do that. But the sides are pretty nice. I am behind a semi-truck, and I don't want to get rock chips. Please pass me. Thank you. So, that said, so far, pretty good car. I do have to point out that my benchmark is a $165,000 car from 2013. This is what, an $80,000-ish car from 2020. So mean, yeah, technology is going to catch up, but you're not going to have all the doodads that, you know, the Mercedes is going to have. Not only that, but that is a Mercedes, and it's a slightly different market than this, which is a sports car. This is meant for people who want something a little more hardcore. But I am the prime demographic for this. I'm a guy who wears Skechers, not New Balance, in my 40s. My hair has seen better days. So I am I'm the target market for sure. And I see why. This is a great car so far. My initial impressions were not amazing, but the more I drive it, the better it's getting. So the parts of this look like an absolute beast to clean. Like there's a fold, like the behind the screen, like you'd think they would just flatten it out, but they didn't. Instead, the screen just kind of sticks out into this canyon, and this canyon for the center controls goes forward all the way. There we go. Now you can see me. Goes forward all the way to the front of the dashboard. So there's this canyon up there that someone's got to try to squeeze their hand in there. And you keep in mind, this is a tight interior. You can't really move around a lot in here to begin with. And somebody's got to put their hand over the screen, up underneath the ledge in this canyon to try to clean all that. Like that seems excessive, Chevrolet. I don't know what they were thinking with that, but I don't know. By exotic style cars, you're gonna have exotic style problems. When you accelerate in this thing, being able to hear the engine right behind your head is fucking awesome. Like, it screams and it's fun. Like, that is amazing. I wish my car did that. I need an exhaust on my car, but I may not have it much longer. We'll see. Yeah, I'm going to get back to driving and enjoying. The next clip you see, I'm probably going to be with my father-in-law. I may not be talking as much. I don't know. We'll see. But so far, so good. That's right, though.
It just feels like it's just
Like a race car?
yeah, like it's just waiting for you to step on the gas.
Yeah. Put it down. Oh, wait, maybe not while he's about to turn.
That's got a little get up and go.
Yep. Alright, you're officially driving a C8 Corvette. Alright, Dad, what do you think of your birthday present?
Freaking awesome. Yeah, we've been having a ball.
Yeah.
Always within the speed limit, of course.
Yes, of course. Or if not, we're in Mexico, where it's legal. Alright, we're gonna go have some seafood shack for lunch. And just enjoying the day, out and about. My wallet is not in my pocket, so I need to go get it. So that's it. We drove this thing all over town today. As you saw, we stopped and had seafood for lunch. Then we went to Eden Abbey Brewing in Mount Dora, had a beer, took it by his house, showed his wife, my mother-in-law, showed my wife. She liked it too. But that's it. We had fun with it, and tomorrow goes back to Turo. That's it. Have a good night, y'all.